What is this?
Anchor Baby.
And in this corner, it's the American Anchor Baby.
Daddy's home.
That's an
Isn't he Mexican?
Colombian.
He calls himself American.
What is this?
Anchor Baby.
And in this corner, it's the American Anchor Baby.
Daddy's home.
That's an offensive term. People find that hurtful.
You mean it's not politically correct? Excuse me. I'll use the word anchor baby.
You know, he's an anchor baby in Canada.
Tell him we still rolling with Trump, too.
Anchor baby, the whole thing sounds horrific. You're just making it sound like immigrants are these horrific, greedy people.
Ustedes pueden aceptar mi negocio o aceptar las consecuencias. Plata o plomo.
So you would be considered white, in my opinion.
You're the blackest one in this room.
I think so.
And what happened was his mama got pregnant on the other side of the border. And then a few hours before, just before it was time for him to pop out, she jumped across the border and let him fall on American soil. So he became the anchor baby. You don't call him the anchor baby for nothing. Amazing.
We like this anchor baby, right?
What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome. Appreciate you joining in. Thanks for tuning in. I'm the American Anchor Baby. This is my show. Welcome. A little late start, big time, technical stuff, totally different issues. I don't know. Anyways, we're going right now, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're just going to keep going. Again, apologies for the late start there. But we have a nice show ahead. Like I said, I'm the American Anchor Baby, okay? Thank you for joining. It's going to be a nice show. We have a nice show planned, I think. And we had a nice show yesterday. So thank you. And make sure you're subscribed and you're following. That way you don't miss it. You don't miss the flights. You don't miss the show. Awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, what was I going to get into here? We're going to be loose and goose, I guess. But what was I going to say? I was going to say something to start off, but, you know, we had a nice show. And there were some things I alluded to yesterday about the struggle that we sometimes go through. And I wanted to flesh that out a little bit on that Asian guy that we saw that video. We played that video of this Asian guy. They're calling him an incel. I don't know if he called himself that, but he had some dating issues. And we talked about that. There's something I want to say about that. And we got plenty of stuff to get into. That and your calls, 888-775-3773. We got plenty of stuff to get to make up for that lost time, right? We're going to get into all that. Like I said, your calls and all that. But I have a quick question. For you. Have you felt anything today? If so, what and why? If not, how do you know? How do you know you didn't? How do you know you don't? Just a little question on my mind a little bit. I was asking some friends this. I'm also asking, because I was talking to two particular friends, and they're going through completely different things, some situations. We were just chatting, and the way they described their issues is so interesting. I noticed they spoke about their issues in such a complicated way. It's so complicated, so many moving parts. This was said and that was said, and this person thinks this. And now my situation is this. What do I do? The complicated nature of life, but is it really? And the way we complicate it inside. I want to get into that a little bit. But yeah, have you felt anything today? Have you had too much to feel today? Is everything working, y'all? Give me a 1 in the chat to boost my confidence here and hoping that everything's working well. We did 2 separate JLP streams. Okay, no, you guys are talking about something else. I don't see any audio complaints, so Nick punching at 12:23, punching out 12:53. E-Blat, hey, I keep trying to tell you guys, I might be the blackest one here. So, don't judge me. Yeah. Have you had too much to feel? Have you felt anything today? Have you, just a little question. Have you done your Googles? That's another question. Have you been doing your Googles? Did you do your Googles today? Did you do your Googles today? Excuse me, sir, did you do your Googles? I did my Googles today. I did a little Googling. And some of you might remember I was talking about my grand chili. Oops, sorry. I may have had some chili earlier. Bourbon on the mic, geez. And I see your calls coming in. Thank you. I will get to you shortly. 888-775-3773. I did my Googling, and you may have heard my chili conspiracy yesterday. Okay, it's my conspiracy. It's mine. It's my theory. If it comes out later to be true, if there's, I don't know, reports, you know where you heard it first. My theory, my little culinary theory on some of these cultures who have some pretty interesting dishes, okay? We're talking about like these really spicy Thai dishes of like weird animals you're not supposed to eat, like insects. Weird Chinese dishes, very, very spicy. I showed you that video where they cook some liver and what, it was a sand and they just put chili all over it. They're like, see? It's a traditional, ancient recipe. They even revealed in the video I showed yesterday that they did it because this recipe came about to deal with poverty, right? To deal with hard times. And so there is the evidence, I say, the evidence towards my conspiracy, my theory that these cultures use a massive amount of spice, like chili spice, to make inedible dishes edible, and so that your progeny can survive. And so you give thanks to this traditional meal that let your grandparents survive, but it's not particularly good. Anybody know? Anybody? Come on, you guys agree with me, right? I'm making sense. Come on. I know I made some Mexicans mad. I know I offended some chili lovers. You chili lovers. I like chili. I like a good habanero. I like a good jalapeno. Come on. But I think this is, like I said, is my little theory. And so I did my Googles today, and I have more justification. I have more evidence towards my theory. That doesn't explain why we enjoy the spicy dishes, though, asks Mr. Mad. No. See, you're not really thinking, man. You're not really thinking. Okay? We love what hurts. That's humanity. We love what hurts us, what kills us. It makes us feel alive. Okay? That's not a point, Mr. Mad. That doesn't explain why we enjoy the spicy. Yeah, there's also a distinguished like nature of coming out of the impoverished times where you had to eat all that spice and now you just have it for fun. You know, it makes you sweat a little bit, adds a little kick. You don't have to do it to survive. Again, this is all my theory just in my mind. This is just my theory, okay? But yeah, sorry, Mr. Mad. Spicy doesn't hurt you or kill you? Again, Mr. Matt, this is where you're wrong. It may not kill you. Obviously, we can handle. We've been eating spice for many thousands of years, but what is it doing to you, essentially? It's inflaming you. Capsaicin is an irritant. It's hurting you, and that's why you feel alive. And it's why you love it. Find Jesus, not habaneros. I'm joking, but check this video. I came across this video proving my theory here. Proving my little theory. You guys got to check this out, okay? Let's watch this beautiful footage.
This Chinese stir-fry features rocks as the main ingredient, and social media calls it, quote, the world's hardest dish. People are supposed to suck off the flavors, then spit out the rocks. Hence the dish's name, �𝒊𝒂𝒎, meaning suck and dispose.
Whoa.
The dish originated in Hubei province and is said to date back hundreds of years. It was reportedly passed down for generations by boatmen through their oral history. Street vendors cook the pebbles with spices, chili oil, and garlic on a sizzling grill. Each portion costs about 16 yuan, which is around $2.30.
So do you. Wait, so do you. That sounds like dating in the modern world. Am I right, fellas? Okay. Oh, geez. Yeah. Don't. Come on, guys. I'm telling you. Now you see it. Now you see it my way, huh? Now you guys are starting to see it my way. Yeah. I think coal miners used to eat a lot of spice because their taste buds were dulled from all the coal dust. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So there's my little theory. So, yeah, take that and run. You heard it here first, folks. Confirmed. Okay, nobody's sucking down a rock out of a unless it's out of necessity. Oil and chili. Come on. Let's be real. One more funny video, and then I want to get into something here. One more funny video. It has to do with food. Speaking of culinary, can't squeeze, lick rocks, not kick rocks. Whoa, guys. Rock suckers. Sucker. Oh, you're going to eat the rocks. You're going to eat the bugs. You're going to eat the rocks. Just make sure they're spicy. Make sure they're nice and spicy. I'll take the number 32 sweet and sour pebbles and bugs. I'm telling you guys, I'm onto something. That's why you come and listen to this show. That's why you're here. Okay. One more funny video, then we'll get to some stuff. Some real stuff. Culinary. Okay. Food. Okay. Pizza. Look, let me show you a video of a situation that's just too far. They've gone too far. Okay? They've gone too far. Let in all the illegals, destroy the city, homeless, trash, peddle conspiracy theories that whites, it's a racist system and hate whites, justify anger, trans the kids, transgender. Okay? But this, no, this is too far.
The woke-ass idiots who run this city are doing everything in their power to destroy it. We have naked men with their titties bouncing around all over the city yesterday, in public, in front of children. We have the most violent, raging crime rate ever. We are being invaded by illegal immigrants who are being treated way better than our homeless veterans, our teachers, and first responder heroes who were fired, still not compensated, because they didn't take the Fauci injection.
I love New York. That's why I'm playing this.
Schools produce the dumbest kids, and the woke-ass punks who run New York City are afraid of pizza.
What?
The world used to respect New Yorkers as tough, thick-skinned, and gritty. Now we have become pussified. It's a damn shame.
Whoa.
You heard of the Boston Tea Party? Well, this is the New York. This is the New York Pizza Party. Give us pizza or give us death.
Oh, no, dude. How you doing? Give us pizza or give us death.
Pizza or give us
This is the best
death.
part.
Give us pizza or give us death.
Throwing those New York slices
Give us
over.
pizza or give us death.
You're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, a patriot. He's got more boxes.
Destroying every small business. That's what this city keeps doing. Can't have a small business. Can't have pizza.
Then what do we have?
There's nothing without pizza.
We used to at least have the pizza. Okay, this is something I can get behind. We used to at least have the pizza, and now we don't even have the pizza. Okay? Now we don't even have the pizza. This guy. So if you don't know, if I could just be a little accurate here, and then I'll get to calls, and then into some stuff I want to say. If you don't know, just to report the news, New York City rules crackdown on coal wood-fired pizzas must cut carbon emissions up to 75%. If they had told me that when they were talking about cutting carbon, they meant pizza, I would have. Anyways, I'm being silly here, but yeah, like I said, New York City Department of Environmental Protection drafted new rules that would order eateries using the decades-old baking method of coal and wood to slice carbon emissions. So what? You're going to make me a bunch of microwave pizzas? What's going on here? This is too far. I mean, what else? What else can I really say about this? We all know. Oh, audio sync. That's probably because I have the wrong camera on. Should be good now. Hake, thank you. You know, it's control and all that. I just find it funny that for some this was too far. I mean, he is the pizza and the business owner, so if it's anyone's fight, it's this man's fight. If it's anyone's fight, then it's this guy, and he should be standing up for what he's about, right? So I can't make fun or poke fun too much because it's true. It's happening. Businesses getting destroyed by communist socialists. You know, take control policies. So we can't even have that. We used to have the pizza. At least we used to have the pizza in America, but now we don't even have that. Brian out of North Carolina. I have a caller on the air. Thanks, Brian. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, Nick. How you doing?
Just fine. No complaints. Rocking and rolling.
Right on. That story you just talked about with the pizza, man, sounds like they're about to bring the Italians out of the woodworks.
They're radicalizing the Italians. Finally, this is what we needed.
Right.
This is what we needed.
Here comes the mafia.
Yeah, we needed the Italian militia to wake up the sleeping Italian.
Well, it took, man. Take their pizza, man. It's like taking their home.
Yeah, we needed their political will. Right on.
That's funny. I wanted to call and answer your question. Though you asked the question.
Dope.
You asked, did you feel anything today?
Yeah. So what was the? What
and I did, man.
Okay.
I felt, man. I did, man.
Hey, no one's laughing. We're all friends. You felt something. I mean, no, we're friends. We're friends.
You said what?
I'm making fun of you for feeling something. We're not. We're just friends. No one's laughing.
Man, let me tell you, Nick.
Except the chat.
Nick, I felt the heat of hell today, man.
Interesting.
I felt it, man. I was in this lady's attic, and it was probably about 85 outside, and it was like 105 up there, man. I was sweating bullets.
105, sweating bullets. Okay. You doing some work?
I felt all of that heat. Yeah, I was working.
Okay, gotcha. So when you felt,
I also
felt the physical heat of your body.
Yeah.
Okay. You said you also felt something?
Yeah, I was driving home, and I went to take the exit to get closer to home, and I felt the transmission slip.
Ah, so you felt stuff. You definitely felt stuff.
I totally felt stuff.
Yeah, okay. So
I felt all kinds of things today, man.
Okay, fair enough. When you felt, when you felt the heat on your body, you felt it on your skin, or did you feel it elsewhere?
I actually didn't feel it until some sweat dripped off my face and like hit my arm or something like that, and I realized I was sweating profusely.
Oh, and then you noticed. So you were fine before ever noticing.
Right. Like I didn't even think twice about it until I was like, wow, I'm like sweating.
Uh-huh. And so it was seeing that you were sweating, and suddenly there was a division. Suddenly you were hot where you were when you were just fine.
I was fine even after that. It was just like, oh, it's hot up here.
Okay. So I understand what you're saying. You felt those physical things. Do you feel, and it's cool, you felt nothing from that heat. You didn't get frustrated or anything. So did you really feel anything? Did you feel anything?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't feel anything.
Do you ever feel anything inside? Like,
yeah, I do. But I didn't today.
Fair enough, man. You felt something.
Right. Yeah. But I really mean that when I say I didn't feel anything today, and it was pretty amazing because when I actually got home today, there were things happening. And I was able to deal with it because it was like I was just watching everything in stillness.
Yes. Interesting. And you say you do sometimes, though. I was talking to a friend. Another reason why this question came to me, because one friend I was asking this question said they don't feel anything ever. And what I just was wondering, well, how do you know that? And it was a big stump. And so I wanted to ask other people.
That's not true. That's not true. I don't think that it's impossible to not feel anything all the time because I literally just did it today.
Mm-hmm.
But to say that, tomorrow, obviously that we're getting into thoughts, when you're thinking about tomorrow and yesterday. Life happens one day at a time. So one day without feeling anything is perfection.
Ooh. Can you expand?
Well, anything outside of that is all going inside of your imagination of woulda, coulda, shoulda type things in the past, or thinking about, okay, well, I'm gonna try to feel this way again tomorrow. Then you start trying to do something about it.
Yeah.
Even having the thought about it is kind of keeping an obstacle in your way.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. So what have you, when that happens, how do you deal with it, I guess?
I just see it, man, because for me, it feels the same way every time.
Mm.
And I recognize it very easily. I don't even know if it's feeling the same way. Maybe it's just me able to recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do recognize it, and immediately I let go of it, and I do it in various ways. Sometimes I let go of it with a laugh, and sometimes, I see something and I'm like, get behind me, like just in different ways. But it's easy for me to just in that moment let it go and see it for what it is.
But you're able to just let it go.
100%.
Do you? I find that interesting.
Every time.
Every time. That is so interesting. Do you believe that you can defy the devil?
What does that mean, defy?
The same way you say yes to him, can you just say no? Just simply say no?
That's what I do every day. And some days I don't do it, but most days I'm having to do that in some sort of way, whether it be many times throughout the day or one or two times throughout the day. But that's literally what it is, because everything starts with the thought. And my vision now starts whenever my vision catches things, it catches it in a thought. I see it in the thought versus seeing myself in the act.
So interesting. Yes, I agree. And I think that's something I realized, that you really can't just defy the devil. I want to get into that too.
100%, man.
Yeah.
I think most people just don't know how to do that, because that requires you to admit things to yourself. You have to already have admitted, the truth to yourself. even if you don't do it to other people. But people are so focused about other people that they never even get to the point of, just admitting it to themselves, even if you want to go out and be a phony after that.
Interesting. Yeah. Where's he wrong, chat? Right on, man.
It's amazing, baby.
Big time. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate your call, man. Anything else?
No, sir. That's all I got, man.
Thank you, man. And keep on.
Oh.
Say?
I'm sorry. I don't know if you saw my super chat, man, but after your tardiness today, we officially went ahead and elected you onto the black squad. So
yeah, I keep trying to say I'm the blackest one here, and people don't believe me, but maybe now they will.
All right, brother. Take care, man.
Thank you, Brian. Call me again. Oh, I hung up on him in the middle of that, but thank you, Brian. Moving the wheels. Can someone help an anchor baby out? I'm typing in the chat. I'm typing in the chat here with my colleagues here. I'm typing in the chat of my show. So can you help me change my background? Yeah, that remote right there. Thank you, Sean. And do you see the little arrow that's like back? Yeah, there you go. Okay, and go to that one right there. Yeah, we got Sean in the house. Okay, we got the team. Let's go. Thank you, sir. Okay, we're back to my show. Okay, that was the guest host on the Jesse Lee Peterson show for a moment. That's why I had that call. It was beautiful. It was deep. I had a deep moment with a caller. It's because I was guest hosting JLP show. Now back to the American Anchor Baby and mess. Now let's go back. Let's go back to mess and nothing. No, I'm joking. That was a joke. I got super chats. Thank you so much for the support. We got a super chat here from Birdie Bound Brian saying taps mic, clears throat. Attention. Following Nick's late arrival to Terminal B4 for our scheduled hijacked flight heading God knows where, he will be officially receiving his honorary black card. Thank you. That was a little super chat there from Birdie Bound Brian. Thank you, Sion, for the support as well there. Sending a cute little emoji showing her support. Thank you. Much appreciated. I see the party over there on Rumble. What's up? It's a party. Hake Report. Steve Strock. Ohio Sentinel. Dennis 2020. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Hey. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me over there. Okay. Back to the show. What do we got next? Okay, yeah. I was talking with Brian there. What was going on there? Jog my memory here. Pizzagate. No, wait, no, we're not talking about that. We talked about pizza, but not Pizzagate. Oh, yeah. The incel recap. You guys remember that video I played yesterday? And it was that young Asian guy. Young Asian guy expressing his troubles in dating, and that he was trying to find a date, and he found a date on a dating app. It was a dating app, and as I explained yesterday, I realized the folly in the dating apps is in the profile making, okay? Anyways, people see your profile, so they have an expectation. And so he's getting dates, and this one girl's like, oh, what kind of dating experience did you have? And he was honest. He said he's never had a girlfriend, and she basically rejected him. She put up a post on her page, not to tell him directly, but she said, "Oh, my greatest fear is being someone's first girlfriend." So we talked about that a little bit yesterday, and so yeah, that was good. A couple of things I said about that. Not to totally recap it here. You know, there was some good advice. The Hake Report commenting on yesterday's video. He advised the soft-talking Asian man he should have not been completely honest. Just say nothing serious. That's a pretty interesting advice. Because nothing serious is you're not lying. And maybe he didn't know. And maybe many people don't know, but you're trying to build trust, okay? You're meeting someone. That's how everyone kind of operates, especially relationships. You're trying to build trust, okay? This person's asking you if you have had any experience before. And usually people only ask because they could tell you don't. She's seen this guy, he's awkward. Have you ever had a girlfriend? And so, yeah, that kind of honesty is how people take advantage of you. That kind of honesty is the type of honesty where it's, he wasn't even, what did he even say that was really that bad? He just said, well, no, he hasn't had that. He hasn't had any experience. But the type of honesty I'm describing is not really honesty, where you just kind of talk, you just say like your deepest fears. You just put out like fear. You put out just fear and self-doubt. That's not exactly honesty. Okay? It's like the honesty comes from like your heart. Like, are you being like real and confident and you're not worried about perceptions and your thoughts? That's like the honest part. So when you say, so that's good advice from Hake, in my opinion. Just say nothing serious. You don't have to be like, I've never had a girlfriend, and just lie. No, it's not a lie, okay? Nothing serious is not a lie. But we talked about this guy, and what was it that I had to say? I feel like that was something I missed, something I forgot to say about it. But really, what was it that, honestly, it was just this. And I may have said it, but if I didn't, it was, I really just wanted to drive home the point that dating is a good example of this, or more specifically, the interaction between men and women, because a lot of perception and putting up a front, and it's like a back and forth, like a dance or a fight. It's dynamic. It's a good example. In those situations, you find life happening. Okay. And dating is a good example of this, because what I'm trying to say here is that the point I'm trying to make is nothing. I said this yesterday, and I said it at the beginning of the show, that the complexity you're feeling in your life, the complexity that my friends were feeling that I talked about there when I asked them if they felt anything, and they're very complicated situations, the complexity you're feeling and thinking is only inside of you. It's not between two people. Explain to me, where is that space? Where is that realm, that dimension, that space between two people where complexity would even exist in the first place? Where is that? You see what I'm saying here? It only exists in the mind. And so issues, problems between, for example, dating, but really between people, has nothing to do with her at all. It has nothing to do with the woman. Has nothing to do with her at all. Okay? Her if you guys are having a bad day, if it's not fun, if the vibe is wrong, the energy's wrong, the mood is bad, it has nothing to do with her. 0% at all. Has nothing to do with the woman or the person you are in conflict with, okay? The complexity exists only inside. Where is that realm? Where's that space between two people where that complexity would even exist? Okay? And so, I don't know if I made that point yesterday, but yeah, it has nothing to do with you. And it's just about dropping it, okay? Like Brian, I was just talking to Brian, and I asked him if he believes he can defy the devil. And this is a topic on the JLP show on the network about overcoming this spirit that has a hold over you, okay? And we talk about not having control over that, okay? The spirit has you. That's why you can't help yourself but act and react in certain ways or think certain things. And so when we talk about it like that, it seems like, you have no control. So if the devil has you, the devil has you. But this is this is maybe for the people who understand a little bit about forgiveness and have done a little bit of that inner work, have even gone to to the person you resent, to your mother, and forgiven, and paid attention to what's going on inside. So maybe there's a little bit for you, but it's for everybody. But what I'm about to say is that once you do that, it's done. You can defy the devil. You really can. You could just, the same way you just say yes to the devil. And what is that? Saying yes to the devil. It's like when you forget that those things you're feeling and thinking about yourself and others, that's not real. And you're like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm offended. Yeah, I'm supposed to be like this. That's saying yes. Or one way. So, but you guys know what I'm talking about. If you've examined yourself at all, you know what I'm talking about. Saying yes to the devil. As easily as you could say yes, you could say no. You could just drop it. As easily as the situation became complicated between you and another person, you and your girlfriend, you could say no and just drop it. Because the complexity is only inside of you. You just have to drop it. Okay? And not get over yourself. Just like, get over yourself. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about here. Some of you might relate, but it has to do with being petty and like caring about what people think. Because, and if that image of yourself is challenged in someone else's mind, like they're not seeing it the way you see it, the complexity arises again. You see what I'm saying? A little bit on that video that we were talking about yesterday. What else did I want to say? Yeah, keep it light, keep it fun. That's all that really matters. She's a child, okay? She's a girl. She's a little girl, or at least she wants to be. Some of these women are, they get haggy because of, the world sucks and they're thinking love is one thing, but then it's not. They're thinking love is sex, or that love is, a bunch of things that it's not. And so they get hurt. Ooh, hurt. I know I'm laughing at him, but it's true. But this goes back to what I'm saying here. It starts and ends with you, okay? It has nothing to do with her at all. Your complexity, because it's not complicated, okay? It's fine. You like each other? Cool. You know what I'm saying here? You follow me? Okay. What else? There was something Joel said. Awesome show. You guys got to podcast it if you haven't checked it out. He said something thought-provoking. There's some percentage of feminine allowed in men. What do you guys think? Is there any percentage allowed in men of femininity? Here's kind of my thinking about it. Yeah, like I said, thought-provoking show. Check it out, Joel Friday TV. There's so many things nowadays that people associate with masculinity or being manly and being girly or being feminine, okay? There's a whole bunch of them that are attributed to the wrong one, in my opinion, okay? You've heard it. Women are nurturing. Women are loving, nurturing. That's a good one. That's a good jumping off point. The nurture word. They always say that about women, like that they're the nurturers. They're the ones that understand and they accept you and they understand you. And am I making sense here? You guys are following me. And that's been attributed to be like this feminine thing, or they call it, what do they call it? Just like intuition, being Joel Friday says 0.000000001%, Nick. Okay, right on. But they say those things are female, feminine, nurturing, understanding, and that there's, you guys are following me. I think it's been misattributed. I think they attribute these actually masculine, manly things, and they call it feminine, and then the females, I don't know, they took it, they believed it, I don't know, they believe it or something, but they corrupted it, and they don't really get the spirit of it. For example, nurturing, to nurture, to like let something grow, to put something in the correct, what's it called? The correct, to have an organism grow in the correct parameters that would allow it to grow correctly, right? Nurture. Let's get the actual definition here, okay? Nurture, to care for and encourage the growth or development of. But being tough, being real, being loving, and by that I mean understanding someone, like really understanding what they're going through, not judging them because you know what it's really like, and then not giving into their emotions and just babying them. And when you understand someone and you love them, you know not to be too hard on this or too soft on that. You know in the moment how to react. That's nurturing, not babying, this feminine coddling. That's a manly thing. Nurturing is a manly thing. Understanding is a manly thing. Those are masculine principles. That's why we don't see them. That's why they're so badly expressed, because we say they're feminine and we leave it up to the ladies. No, love is masculine. Love is understanding. Love is manly as heck. It's the manliest thing of all. To not hate. And when you don't hate, you understand and you can say the right thing. You see, you follow me here? That's real nurturing. That's kind of my opinion. Little thought-provoking thing there. Because, yeah, I think a lot of these attributes they say are feminine, they're not. They're just not. It could be, and this is just now. This is just me kind of just going, this is just me on one right now, okay? This is just off the top, I'm on one. It could be that all good things come from the good spirit of God, right? And men are the representation of it. So all good things are masculine. I'm on one, okay? You follow me? But it really has no gender, okay? Anyways, ramble. Let's move on here. I hope that Asian guy gets himself a nice little Chinese girl. And he does fine, okay? Pray for him. Okay. What else do I want to do here? I'm Mr. Magoo, okay? I'm Mr. Magoo on the show. I'm Mr. Magoo in my life. You guys know who Mr. Magoo is? I mentioned that to someone the other day, and they're like, they have no idea who Mr. Magoo was. And that's fair. It's an old cartoon. It's a pretty old cartoon. And I can't say I really watched it, but I know what a Mr. Magoo is. And the character in this cartoon is always kind of just walking through life. He's like practically blind, okay? And he's walking through life, and there's all this crazy stuff happening around him. Like he'll be walking and through a construction site, and the workers are like, this old guy's about to die, walking off a beam. And then just at the exact perfect moment, this blind man is saved by a passing truck that allows him to walk over at the perfect moment. You follow me here, Mr. Magoo? Yeah. I'm Mr. Magoo. Yeah. Be like Mr. Magoo. Okay? Not even aware of your own mind and perceptions of yourself, but just living, just going. Stanky, spoiler alert, right on. You gotta love it. Spoiler alert with the quick links. Yeah, this is the Nick Magoo show. It's my Magoo life. Everything's kind of falling in front of me. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, walk around blind, Lendy. I'm saying walk around blind. Let the Lord. Okay, let's stop messing around. For those that understand, for those that know what I'm saying, that message was for you. And you can donate on Streamlabs, by the way. I have the correct link. That people asking me, hey, you have this bad link. It's the correct link in the chat. I mean, in the description. Okay. Pizza, Mr. Magoo. Let's talk about this. I was wondering something. I was wondering about a question that was asked Sunday. Jesse asked, it was like, what was it? It was just a little question. It kind of went by so fast. It went by so fast and didn't get really expanded on. But it's such a good one, in my opinion. He asked someone, are you working on yourself? And they said yes. And then Jesse asked, how? How are you, like, how do you know? How do you know you're working on yourself? How do you know? And people had some different answers, and people were saying, well, you paying attention, right? Paying attention to the mind, to being aware as much as possible to what's going on inside, how you're reacting to stuff. So good answers. How do you know you're working on yourself? That's my second question for you guys. How do you know you're working on yourself? Because it's a little question, actually, and I didn't realize this about myself. I didn't realize just how much I've been tripping about that question. Just how much I was just tripping about it and not just living life. Because I would ask myself, who really was asking me, though? Who was asking me? But I'd ask myself, yeah, are you working on yourself? Is God working on your life? Is God working on my life? Which is a fine question to have, okay? It's fine. Don't trip about tripping, okay? Trip and ask your questions, but ask them earnestly. Ask earnestly, and you don't have to deny your uncertainty and deny what you don't know. And so I was like, sort of tripping, like, is God working on my life? What is working on myself? I'm not working on myself. Making conclusions, coming up to crazy conclusions. So yeah, part of me is wondering, what do you guys think? But yeah, I'm pondering that. I started like examining like my daily life. What do I do every day? What am I spending time on every day? You should do this too. What are you spending your time on every day? Okay. Well, I do pray morning and night. Like I'm committed to that. I'm paying attention. And so, yeah, praying and all that. But are you working on yourself? I think it's a great question, and they didn't really get into that much. Like, how do you know, and what is it that you're doing? Because there are, in my opinion, it is actionable in a sense. Like there's in the sense that there's nothing you could do. You can't really change yourself, okay? But you can show up. You can show up to work. You can show up. You follow me? You just have to show up. Showing up is having a good attitude. Showing up is having a good attitude about yourself, about what you're going through. And so, like I said, I was tripping about, like, is God working on my life? But you guys got to understand, you guys got to just really calm down. Anyways, let me say this first. I realized that I was tripping because I was trying to be something, okay? I was trying to be something. And I heard that you're supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be this alpha. You're supposed to be not feel this or not that. And so in trying that, I was tripping about, is God working on my life? And I realized you could just drop it all in that very moment. Just drop the trip and go back to where you were. Go back to what's right in front of you. And that's showing up, okay? That's just showing up with a good attitude. Just drop it. Don't think that I was only tripping because I wasn't what I was thinking I should be. Okay? So you can defy the devil. You could defy all that by just saying no to it and dropping the complexity and just being okay with it's just you. And it's amazing to just be you because it's really fun. It's actually really fun. It's like eating your broccoli and liking it. It's like eating your veggies and enjoying it. And you're like, this is good for me. This is good for me. And it's doing, okay? So have some fun. Drop your, get over yourself and have some fun. Are you working on yourself? Examine what you're doing every day, what you're spending time on. Okay? And you'll see where to go. You'll see where to start, what's the next step to take, okay? Let's get into this. I want to get into something else. I want to get into We're here. We're queer. We're coming for your children. Are you guys seen this? I have a thing on this. Hold on. I'm going to have to pull it up and show you the clip in a different way. Oh, this is cool. I can hear it in my ears. Can you guys hear this? Okay, we're going to do a little technical test here. Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear this. Zero. So you guys can't hear it? 2. Okay. What the? Let's try this. Let's try this. Help me out, y'all, because I want to get this right. Help me out. Let me know if you hear the clip now. What's up, y'all? Give me... I got Billy in the studio. Billy, what do you think's going on here? So I'm playing the clip now.
Okay, can you hear it?
Huh? I can hear it in my ears. Thanks, chat. We're going to get this right. Don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry, because we're going to get into this. We've been having a nice show, y'all, right? You guys been enjoying the show so far? You could call in, too, 888-775-3773. We're here. We're queer. That's what we're talking about. That video, you guys seen this video. And there's a couple things I want to say about it. Is that correct, Bill?
Is this off your laptop?
Yes.
Oh.
Ah, we got the... I smell the clip, says Salisbury steak sweater. Oh, it probably smelled crazy in there. It probably smelled crazy in there because I want to talk about this. There's a couple of things going on in the news. Ooh, we're getting the report here from Billy the engineer. Shall I?
Try.
I'm going to try it. Let's go. I know this is working. Let's go. Thank you, Billy. Okay, Bill coming in strong, People are hearing the clip. Probably, you guys are probably wishing you did it. So glad I just finished my meal. You guys are probably wishing, I love this. I can hear the clip in my ears. You guys can hear it. We're back, baby. You guys are probably wishing you couldn't hear it. And I'm sure you heard it on the JLP show. You heard it on Twitter. You heard it here. You heard it there. You heard it on your average, because I'm joking. Your average conservative. But I'm going to play it for you one more time because there's some details going on here. There's something going on here. And Elon Musk agrees. Elon Musk tweeted out this video. You know, many were already. And so he put it out. Oh, no, sorry. This is the Elon Musk parody account again. I keep getting fooled by this Elon Musk parody account. I keep getting fooled by this guy. Elon Musk parody account tweeted this and said, these people should be thrown in prison. Let's watch this beautiful footage once more. Well, maybe not that beautiful. You seeing this? The outrage, these people are coming for the children. See, they're admitting it. This is what we've been saying for years. Put him in jail. This is what we've been saying. This is the slippery slope. Blah, 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 blah. That's kind of the general consensus. Mr. Mad says, well, I didn't feel anything today when Nick originally asked, but now I just feel disgusted. Hey, what's up, Noah's Arkansas? So, that's the consensus. This is the slippery slope we've been talking about. They're coming for the children. They're saying it outrightly right there. There's some truth to those statements, right? We know about the slippery slope. We know about where something I think all people know at some level, sometimes at a very surface level, in a way they don't even think about. But I think people know the direction. What is this? Is this even a word? Directionality of something? What momentum something has? Directionality, the property of being directional or maintaining a direction. People know the directionality of movements and society. They know which way the arrow is pointing. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? And so when we're talking about slippery slope and all that, we're talking about which way is the arrow pointing. And it's not pointing to God. It's not pointing to, sexual morality and things that we talk about, things that we're seeing displayed out in the streets where they're having their pride marches and all that. But they're out here, and this video went super viral. We're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children already. The outrage, right? But I have to point some things out here. I must point a couple things out here because we must maintain we must be rocks, stable in all situations, maintain logic no matter what crazy video, what crazy movement is happening, okay? Okay? We got to be sober-minded, okay? Let's watch this. Should I even play it once more? Let's go through it because there's maybe I feel like some details are being missed here, okay? If you notice, the video starts off with it sounds like someone saying, we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children. And it sounds like people are repeating the chant. But if you notice, if you watch this one more time with me, you'll see a couple of people change the chant. They yell out, I don't know, going shopping? And you almost see the frantic look on one of these women, almost frantically trying to change the words of the chant. She hears what the people are saying, and I'm totally gleaning info from faces and what they look like and what they might be feeling and thinking. But you will at least see this person changing the chant from the initial coming for your children thing. If you missed it, check it out. So it's unclear. Here, we're queer, we're your children. And then, look at this. You see that? Shopping. We're not going shopping. They change it. They change it, okay? My point being, like I said, we got to stay. The general consensus is these people are marching and they're literally coming to take the kids now, and so they need to be in jail. It's like this parody of Elon Musk said on Twitter. These people need to be put in jail, they're saying, okay? I know, Lord Bibby, I'm sorry. It was only in that third playing of that video that I saw that person with those pasties. That's horrific. I am sorry. I should have censored that like Hake. Should have put a big old censor block on a whole bunch of that. But they say my show's R-rated, so, it's out of my control. I didn't even do that. But anyways, what was I saying here? That's the concept. Oh, put these people in jail. But hold on here. Nick, fix your sink. My bad. I'm on the wrong camera. My bag. Thank you, Hake. They're saying, you got to understand for a second, shout out to the chant changer. Some people are already saying in chat, well, they're just trying to hide their true intentions, okay? That may be true for some. But my point is, I don't know if we could have a little space in everything you see. Have a little space in everything you see, because you can't just go straight to, what if someone was chanting that? Okay, this is my point, really. Let me just lay it out here. I've said this before about how both sides, conservative, Democrat, left, right, on all these different issues like transgenderism, abortion, and all that, everyone has this side, okay? And it's so easy to see how different we are. Look, you like chopping body parts of children off, and I don't. We're completely different. There is a giant canyon of difference between us. We are so different. You see my point? And so I've said that before about the two sides or whatever. And it's so easy to see, it's so easy to think, when you see these people say, we're coming for your children, there may be some who, on some level, either they are just outright evil or something, and on some level they're like, yeah, we're coming for your children because we hate Christians and we hate you. But, you know, I think the vast majority of people, they see that as like a tongue-in-cheek way of, putting up the middle finger to these hateful people, the Christians, because to them, they use the same language. Like I've been saying, we think we're so different, this canyon of difference between us. But you notice we use the same language for each other. These people on the left call the Christians, they're the hateful ones. They don't want to accept people, and that they're hateful. They're not showing love. And the Christians say the same thing, right? They have the same argument. Like, you have no love. They're saying, oh, well, no, you don't have love, and you don't understand. You see my point here? And so these people out there saying, we're coming for your children, it's like a way of saying, it's a finger to the real haters, to who they believe are the real haters. They believe they have love. Do you see what I'm saying here? They believe they have love, saying we're coming for your children. And I'm also pointing out how they changed the chant, because it could very well have been like malicious. Someone maliciously putting that out there to make people chant that, to make them look bad. Okay? That being said, when your vast majority of people, in my opinion, they just believe they have love. They believe they're being loving. That being said, they are coming for your children in a way, but it's not them, it's Satan. It's not them, it's evil. And really, they're not coming for your children, you're giving them up, because you haven't put the armor of God on your children. You know what I'm saying here? I'm not talking about like knowledge and words, because everybody's so afraid. I see these protests at these schools, these parents saying, "Oh, you can't do that to my kids." But the world is an angry place, like Trump said. Are you gonna shield them forever? They have to have the armor of God, be untouchable by the world. And they get that, they acquire that by seeing you have it. By seeing you defy the devil, defy the struggle, defy the thoughts, and just stop struggling. They see you have the armor. Okay, you see my point here? So they're out there on the streets, and it's the big fight. We're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children. But they believe they have love, okay? In my opinion, they believe they have love. And so this pride stuff is kind of, it's Pride Month still. We still got a few days of Pride Month. Well, take this in. I've been warning you guys about this. I've been telling you what's coming to America. And before I tell you what's coming to America, let me shout out Lord Bibby, Air Marshal Bibby 42. Thank you for the super chat there. Thank you for the support. And The Key. Thank you. The Key and Mr. Dave. You guys rock. Thanks for the support. Mr. Dave says, shout out Hake Missing Audio. The Key says, shout out Mr. Magoo. And Lord Bibby 42 says, Viva la pasties. Maybe not those pasties. 3 more days of Pride, like I said. I've been warning you about this. I told you it was coming to America. I warned you. I came down from Canada to warn you. I came down from Canada to make the way straight. That was off the top. I came down from Canada to make the way straight, you homos. Okay? What I'm talking about is Pride Summer. Pride Season, they call it in Canada. Yeah, they don't have 1 month. They do a whole season. Yeah, White History Month in a few days. Get ready for something special tomorrow. What was I saying? I've come to make the way straight. Yes, in Canada, they have Pride Season. It's the whole summer. It's 3 months of Pride. Well, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Pride Season in America. I try to tell you guys. I try to tell you. Let's see if we can watch this beautiful bean footage. I totally stole that from Tommy Sotomayor. That beautiful bean footage. This is Rachel Levine. You are seeing this lady, this person, individual on the screen right now that you're seeing. Very dubitable, a very dubitable woman. quite dubitable, in fact. Rachel Rachel Leyland Levine, an American pediatrician, an assistant secretary for health. Okay, this person's in the government. You know who I'm talking about. Admiral, I believe. I believe it's like Admiral Rachel Levine. The point here is this person has a little announcement for us.
Hello, my name is Admiral Rachel Levine, and I have the honor of being the Assistant Secretary for Health at the United States Department of Health and Human Services. Happy Pride. Happy Pride Month, and actually, let's declare it a summer of pride. Happy Summer of Pride.
It's a summer of pride.
Hello.
They're just, look, this is not little cute grassroots. You know what? It should be Pride Summer. No, this is coming down from somewhere, okay? They already did it. Pride season, where are they doing this? Pride season. Which countries are doing countries Pride season? Let's ask the machine. Should we ask the machine? Should we ask AI? Hey, AI, how many countries? Let's ask the ghost in the shell. How many countries are doing Pride? See, I wonder if it'll even know because it doesn't have, AI doesn't have updated information. But yeah, Pride season's coming down the pipeline. Get ready. I think I may have heard something about it before. It may have already been here, but we have an official statement there from the government, Rachel Levine. Yeah, AI is telling me it has a knowledge cutoff. Yeah, it's telling me it doesn't know because the AI, they programmed it with a knowledge cutoff at September 2021. So it doesn't know anything up to date. But even if you ask the AI stuff, it'll tell you I don't have up-to-date knowledge, so I can't even answer your question, even with bad knowledge. So let's move on. Rachel Levine, Pride season is upon us. And it's crazy. It's literally crazy. It's literally crazy. There's something I want to say about this, though. Hold on. Let me pull up my show here. Let me pull up my notes. What else? I'll gloss over this real quick, but there was, it's worth reporting on. It's worth at least mentioning just how it just so happens that the country has elected certain individuals with similar problems as this Rachel Levine person. The problem, namely being the problem of they believe they're the wrong sex in the wrong body. Okay, but that's not really their problem. Okay, the problem is they have the spirit of a woman. Okay, they truly feel like a woman, and it's hard. It's hard. The responsibility thrust upon the man just because you're born a man. Well, some people just. They don't want that responsibility, so they'd rather be a woman, put on a dress. That's easier, okay? Did you know there's more male to female than female to male? How about that? But it bears at least noting how some prominent members of government, like Sam Brinton, remember that guy? Dress-wearing, lipstick, non-binary bald person who was found stealing luggage, who was a Biden administration hire. Why is it that those people that they're promoting, those people with that identity, and they're telling them they're justified to have that identity now, and now you could be normal and be part of the world and us and society. In fact, we believe that so much so that you can even lead and you can be elected to office. Okay, why is it that those people disproportionately seem to have messed up lives? I know we all have I know that people all have, they're born in this world, they have messed up lives. And we all go through really the same thing. So when I'm talking about these people, their issues are no different than us. Their issues are no different than anyone else. But why is it disproportionate like this? We got this person. I'm trying to pull up the article here. Hold on. Let me see, what did I do here? What have I done? What have I done? Clicky over here. Let me pull this over here. And it's this nation's first transgender elected state representative, okay? Was arrested on CP charges, okay? You know what I'm talking about? Cheese pizza. I'm trying to keep this episode monetized. Can I keep one episode monetized? Cheese pizza charges, okay? Barry Charles Lofton Jr., who goes by Stacy, okay? And we don't need to go so into this person's story as messed up and horrific as it is. It's really no more messed up than the horrors in our minds. Horrors, I said horrors in our minds, okay? Horrors in my mind, in my bed. What was that? Smashing Pumpkins? But yeah, the horrors in our mind, there's really no difference. But think about it. Why is it that that's happening? Well, what is it that's being justified here? What is it that's being celebrated here? A false identity. We just got past talking about that, okay? So rewind the episode a bit if you want to know why that's bad. But here's a little example of what I'm talking about. How both sides just speak the same. They lob the same accusations at each other, and they have the same fight. And they're out there protesting, and they're fighting and getting nowhere when they're the exact same. Check this out. This is a video from Cut, and it's titled "Gay Men and Lesbians Play Truth or Drink." And so this gay man and this lesbian, this lesbos, they're having a little chat. Okay, they're having a little chat. Let's roll the footage. Let's roll that beautiful footage. Where's my mouse? There it is.
Straight people.
Oh my gosh,
Do you want to take a
everything.
shot?
Bars and lesbian bars, they're like, oh my God, yes, this is a safe place for me. And I'm like, no.
Not
this
this,
is
not
not
this.
your space.
The next two.
What annoys you about straight people?
Oh my gosh,
Do you want to take a
everything.
shot for that?
No, everything. It ain't all straight people. It's the closed-minded straight people. It's the Bible thumping, I hate everybody, but you're supposed to love everybody straight people. Mind your business. How about, that's the thing.
Yes.
That's what
I laughed over that. You got to hear this. Let me back it up.
love everybody straight people. Mind your business. How about, that's the thing.
Yes.
That's what annoys me about straight people. They don't mind their business.
No, they don't.
Cut and dry.
That's what we say about them. What the heck? It's all the same. It's all the same. Everybody thinks they have love. Everybody just in their world thinking they're right. Groundbreaking commentary. Okay, what are you talking about, Noah's Arkansas? Mind your business. What's chat saying? What are you guys saying? You guys follow me here? Have I just been bloviating here and you guys are like, what is this guy talking about? Come on, you guys know I'm making sense here. You guys know I'm making sense. It's all the same. And I'm not saying accept Rachel Levine as a woman. We all know that's a man. But this is what, thank you, Hake. I gotta be better on that. We all know that person's a man. And that person is deluded into thinking they're a woman. That's what we all know. It's apparent and we can all see that. But the thing that's less known and less talked about is this person is just as blind as you, is just as blind as everybody. Okay? Their particular blindness is not more blind. Okay? They're looking for love and thinking they have it just like everybody else. They use the same language. You follow me? What else about this? Oh yeah. I had mentioned to you that state representative who was found with, what is it? Cheese pizza. And Sam Brinton, there was this Revolver article basically talking about exactly what I was saying there. Well, how is it that it was that one, Sam Brinton, and this other one? It was Who is it? First transgender army officer arrested for selling military secrets to the Russians. Well, these people got problems. Just like everybody. But they're like disproportionately, like how come the three Biden administration transgenders that were lauded in the news as, look, this is progress. They got issues. All three of them. Anyways. But they're not getting better because they're the type of person in this world and society right now who's being justified, okay? Just like blacks and most people, really. They're being justified. So they're not going to get better. Their directionality, their arrow is pointing down. They have no choice but to just, whether slowly or quickly, just get worse and worse. They can't get better because they can't even see that they won't admit they're wrong. We know this. I'm not saying anything groundbreaking here, but you're following me here. Just kind of rambling a little bit. What's up, Mildegrew and Nick Rico over there on Rumble? It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Thanks for the support. Okay, let's move on. What else do I have to say about this? What else do I have to say about this? I mean, since we are talking about the transgenders and all that, there was... I talked about Matt Walsh and him and his tweet that went a little viral, naming 5 different names in history who brought about the trans agenda, the transgender, and he named like Magnus Hirschfeld and other people, and there was a little bit of controversy because he said that these were German Nazis, and there were people who were saying, well, no, you're not being very honest, Matt Walsh. Those were Jews, and you don't want to say that this transgender cult is a Jewish thing because you're protecting the Daily Wire because you work for Jews and all that, okay? And I was commenting on that whole thing, and I mentioned, look, I have no problem saying, like, if you could show it to me, if you could show me how and why, transgenderism is a Jewish thing, then I'm not going to deny that. But I made this point that, can you really say ultimately it's Jewish, though? Like, ultimately, in my opinion, the Jews were just fooled. They were another religion fooled, just like, Islam down the road got corrupted. Like all of God's word got corrupted down the road. It was just God gave it to man, but then man wrote it down, and they got corrupted over time. So can you really say it's from the Jews? Even if you show me a vast majority, even if you show me the majority of Jews push this, and then you show me rabbis or Jews using theology to justify transgenderism, even then, I would say they're deceived. Can you say, you know what I'm saying? And so why am I bringing this up? I forget why I'm bringing this up again. I think I wanted to comment on Anna. She's a nice person. She's a nice lady who calls my show sometimes, and she sent me some emails about that. And I don't have the email, so I can't really respond to you. But that's kind of essentially what I want to say, Anna. Anna, you go too hard. I love you. You're very. I enjoy your emails. I have no problem with you, and I think you want what's right, and your heart's in the right place. But am I out of sync again? Jeez. And your heart's in the right place. But some of these ladies who are into the truth, you go too hard. You just go too hard. It's like, I saw your comment, Anna, by the way. I don't mean to be going in on like a caller or a commenter. I'm not here criticizing, so you don't have to go. If you're there in chat, you don't have to go like attacking her or something. But I saw your comment on my last show. It was on that comment that Hake commented about the Asian guy I was talking about and telling him that guy should not have been completely honest. And you went hard on Hake, Anna. I'm laughing because it's kind of funny when people like take the joke too far and they go hard on someone, and I find it funny. This is all in good fun. No need to judge yourself, but she was saying that she was going hard on Hake, basically. She's saying, Nick has it right. A woman is looking for a man able to lead, able to bring her into the light with authenticity, honesty. That is all that matters. And she's criticizing Hake's advice. Oh yeah, and here she says, why are you not leading a girl out of her hell yet? and just going hard on Hake. When Hake, I see him as a pretty tough guy, especially with the ladies. Yeah, you don't have to go so hard. Hake can take it. Oh my God, I just tuned into the chat. No, I'm telling you not to go after her. Look, Anna, it's Satan. It's evil. You don't have to. It's not like I'm defending Jew wrongdoing. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you what reality is. I'm just telling you guys what reality is, and the reality is that you can't hate. You can't hate people because it's not them. Okay, let me move on. It's been the ramble stream. I'm loving it. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I got something else. I'll get back to you, Anna. I'll get back to you. Okay, I have something on Prussia. I think you'll find interesting, Anna. And Jordan Peterson saying, it's the Prussians. It was the Prussians who gave us all this transgenderism. And I might take a little issue with that. I might have to go hard against Jordan Peterson. All in good fun. All in good fun and to get a little intellectual academic here. Just to have a show. So we'll leave that for another day. I have something on that. But I want to move on here because I wanted to talk about something else. I wanted to mention something here. Something I realized. I was talking to a friend about all this mess and the world, and we were talking about democracy. And my commentary on democracy yesterday, and Jesse and the viewers' commentary on democracy on Sunday. And this person made a really, very true and interesting point. They said, are people really going to wake up, though, in a significant amount? Because all this arguing on democracy and the will of the people, there's some people who say, well, I'm an anarchist. We don't need government. We don't need government at all. We can govern ourselves. Look at how the government ruins and destroys stuff. Look at everything they destroy. We don't need them to do that. These bureaucrats, faceless people who don't see us, the people, as real people. They just see us as cogs in the machine. They see us as numbers. We don't need government. We can rule ourselves. We can police ourselves. There's a truth to that. The truth is you could do that now. Even with whatever government system there is, you can police and govern yourself. Okay? That being said, people aren't going to wake up like that. That's why I think these anarchists are funny. You anarchists, man, you guys make me laugh. What do you think is going to happen? Do you know what happened in New Orleans after Katrina? Do you know what the heck happened? I think about this every now and then. New Orleans, Katrina hit, flooding, emergency situation, power's out, city services and emergency services, fire, little chaos, okay? I was a kid. Some of you might remember better than I. But do you know what happened when the police weren't around and Katrina hit? It was gangs in the street, and they took over for a while. They took over. It was Mad Max tribal warlord stuff, okay? That's how far we are. That's how far we are from anarchy. That's your little anarchy, you anarchists. We have this thin veneer between us and gangs, and the strongest win, and the most violent, and the most violent, and the quickest to strike. Those are the ones that win. Not goodness and truth, but the most violent, and the most beastly, the most animalistic. We're a thin veneer from that. And you anarchists make me laugh, thinking you guys are basically saying you think that everyone is going to think like you and their heart's going to change like you. That's what all these people, I wonder if that's what these people out there protesting transgenderism and all that, you really think these people who are sending their kids willingly to all this, that their hearts are, some might, but in a significant way where we're all just going to agree. And so I was talking to my friend, talking to this person about democracy. And yeah, they said people aren't going to wake up in a significant way. And I mainly agree. I was making some commentary on democracy. Like, think about the founding fathers who came here and set up this society. People say democracy is freedom to do what you want and feel and think what you want. But you could look at it, that's one perspective. But another way of looking at it is like, well, the founding fathers came here and they were quite oppressive in a beautiful, godly way. They came here and oppressed the laws of God on the land. And you either get with it and be part of the society or not. So it's just thought-provoking on freedom and democracy. But there was something I realized. I realized that we're winning. I realized that we're winning because, okay, it's true. Most people aren't going to wake up. It's true. The Bible even says the road to destruction is wide, and most people are going to go down that road. But like I was talking about earlier, you can defy the struggle. You can defy the devil. And just the fact that that's true, that you could be untouched, they can turn your kids trans, they can call you racist, they can take away the country you grew up in, but you could be fine. You can be untransed. You could be unaffected, okay? And the fact that that's real, that's there, and that people are waking up to that, people are seeing that in this chat, the callers, and even beyond the Jesse Lee Peterson show, I see the message out there a little bit. And if you guys are paying attention, you guys would see it too. It's out there. It's been out there. And the fact that you could just pick that up if you just saw it, if you truly saw that you are living a lie, you could just drop all those images of yourself and just just start living right where you are, then you would win. Okay? And the message is out there. There's like whispers of the message out there, okay? There's whispers.
That's the main thing people are controlled by. Thoughts, their perception of themselves. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything.
Or any limit to what you think you can achieve?
No, because I think right now, if I was to quit rapping and I said I want to go to the NBA, I would be in the NBA.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't. Why would you think you could make it to the NBA?
Because I think I can do anything. You will believe in yourself. I'm just the espresso. I'm just the shot in the morning to get you going, to make you believe that you can overcome that situation that you're dealing with all the time.
Kanye West, little video I found. And the message, like I said, the message is out there in whispers, sometimes emotional, sometimes maybe you could judge it and be like, well, maybe it's emotional. Even that video right there, it's a little emotional or whatever. But I'm telling you, the whispers are out there. The whispers are out there, and people, and you got to understand, these whispers, this message is only out there because it's meant to reach the person, its intended recipient. You see what I'm saying here? God put it out there, so he intends people to receive it. And he knew that only a few would receive it. So he intends only a few to receive this message. And if it's out there, it means it's meant to go to someone. So the whispers are out there. Even in this emotional, I know it's a little emotional, inspirational Kanye, but it's true what he's saying. Even in the emotion, if you can see the truth in between it all, that you really can overcome anything, and that you really don't have to have this image of yourself that is bad or good. You could just live. And that is the key to self-esteem, this so-called self-esteem or whatever. And you can win. You could be a winner right now, be a boss right now. And there's an awakening. I see the youth. Christ is King. I went to that AFPAC, cozy, all these young people yelling Christ is King, trying to pay attention to what's going on with themselves in the world and trying to, build themselves up. It's possible. It's there. It's all there for you. And the whispers are out there. In my opinion, I call that winning. I call that winning. Okay? It's there for everybody. I think it's beautiful. What else? Amazing. Just a little commentary on that. To find your dreams come true. That was a little song there in the background of that video. It's just now it's stuck in my head. Labby, what is he? 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. It's a cute song. And I wonder if you know how it feels. Emotional. A little emotional, but anyways. Let's move on. Some black millionaire says platitudes and now he's saintly. You're missing it. You're Epper. Drop your how can you drop that? He's not wrong. Just read between the emotional lines. Come on. All right, y'all. That's pretty much the show. Let's do this. In fact, the last 10 minutes here. Let's do a little mess. How about we do a little bit of mess? A little sensational video here that'll get you guys going, okay? This will get you guys going. I got a super chat from Noah's Ark, Kansas. Thank you for the support, man. The magnanimous, the one and only Noah's Ark, Kansas. Coming in strong with the super chat. Let me read it out. Says, choose not to feel harmed and you haven't been. Interesting. Is that a quote, Noah's Ark, Kansas? I like it. And because I'm starting to see you really can just say no and defy the struggle, defy the devil, and just move on. Choose and choose otherwise. The song is called What It Mean, really, Nick? No, it's called My Song by 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. And that guy had issues. I believe he had like a partner. I think he had like a ménage à trois partnership. It's degenerate. But the song's cute. Like the song is nice. You can even read in between. All musicians are liberal and beta. So true, Hake. But you can even read in between the emotional lines of this song. My Song, 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. Because the words, you can you put the artist aside. The words, words can have a meaning, divorced from the person. All right, what am I getting to? This is the next thing here. I have a clip for you I want to show you guys in the last few minutes here. And it's a police body cam footage. We're getting into some mess here. Here's a sensational video for all of you. Oh, you're right, Lucas. You're right. We have a sensational video let's end the show on the sensational, a little excitement for y'all who've been sitting there like, when's Nick gonna get to something exciting? Jeez. Here's a little video, body cam footage. This is the situation. Let me see if I can pull up the situation, give you the info. Anyways, let's just play the beautiful footage. You'll see police officers arrive and take a man into handcuffs away from the screen, and then proceed to speak to another individual, a young man who is wondering what is going to happen to that individual in handcuffs. And you'll see in the video that this second man is worried about this individual in handcuffs and what is going to happen to this person. And why? Well, let's get into it. Let's play this beautiful footage. Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Let us play this beautiful footage. Okay, we got Twitter. We got the video. Let us go full screen. and play that footage.
He was arrested and charged with simple assault and terroristic threats. Following his arrest, he was transported to the DeKalb County Jail.
Let's go to the squad car, please. Okay, that way.
Why is it happening? I'm being arrested?
Yes.
So this man's being arrested. He's being taken away. Now the cops are going to talk to someone else about why.
I'll be with you. Just 1 second. Mm-hmm.
Black man arrested, white man they're going to talk to.
Still, I will need for you to fill out a statement for him.
I don't want him arrested. I just want him to leave us alone.
I know, but he had a weapon on him, and it was terrorist threats.
Brandishing is not a crime with a knife. Brandishing is only a crime for a gun.
Terroristic threats, though, sorry.
Because he said die to me and had his knife out?
What, all that was done. The threats, everything. Let me get a statement.
If I thought you were going to arrest him, I wouldn't call. I just wanted to leave us alone.
I understand, but we still have a job to do.
Now he's gonna think I'm doing this because I'm white and he's black, or he's homeless and I'm not. I don't want that.
But did he do what he did?
Yeah, but I don't want him thinking I did it because he's in whatever situation he's in. I just want him to leave us alone.
I doubt that. I'll be right back, okay?
Jeez.
He was arrested and
Jeez, what are we gonna do, America? America. I'm talking to you, America. I've been watching Bernie Mac show. I told you I'm the blackest on this. I told you I'm the blackest here. I like the Bernie Mac show. And he's always like, America, you see that, America? Let me tell you something, America. Listen to me, America. And so, yeah, Bernie Mac. Okay. Oh, you guys are already losing it. Look, what are we gonna do, America? As you saw in the video, the white man. Now, I don't have the news story for you. I was trying to pull it up, see if I could find it. But as you heard in the video, the white man is worried that the black man is being taken away and being charged. He said, and we can glean from the video that they called the police because this man was harassing them a certain way. We learned from the female police officer that black man in handcuffs was brandishing a knife, making terroristic threats, which are all arrestable stuff and offenses. And you hear the lady ask him, did he do those things? And you hear the crying man say, yeah, well, he did those things, but I didn't want him arrested. Now they're going to think that I wanted him arrested because he was black or because he was homeless. Are you joking me? Are you joking me, America? What are we going to do, America? And it's so crazy. And there's interesting levels here too, because you hear the white man say, he's going to think, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, whatever he's going through. And isn't that such a, like a corruption of what's good and true? Because like Satan takes all things that are good and true and he corrupts them and he imitates. Okay. So they sound and look like, sorry, I just got a call there. I thought it was an emergency. Back to my show. What was I saying? What the heck was I saying? Okay. The white guy. Oh yeah. Satan takes all good things and imitates them, okay? And they sound and seem like the truth. And one of those things is happening in this situation. The white guy is saying, because of what that guy's going through. That guy's clearly going through something. That's why he's acting like this. And I don't want to like get him in jail because he's going through something. And that's true. People are just simply going through stuff. They don't mean to be so evil and crazy. They just got themselves into that situation out of not understanding what they're really going through, following the thoughts down the logical conclusion to insanity. You know what I'm saying? So there's an imitation of the truth there where this white man is saying, well, he's just going through something. But that guy, just because someone's going through something doesn't mean they can't be responsible, okay? It's still your responsibility to get over what happened to you, okay? And I know not everybody can or knows how, but that doesn't mean you just let them destroy that means that's like being a parent and letting kids run wild and letting the kids. America, that's like letting your kids. America, you letting your kids. Sorry, I don't need to be Bernie Mac right now. That's like letting your kids. That's like not being the parent, okay? And just because you messed up your kids, okay? Just because you messed up your kids and they don't act right, doesn't mean you have to let them be crazy, okay? So yeah, I mean, this is the state of white people, man. He's crying. He doesn't want to be racist. He doesn't want to seem racist. And if Doug is in the office, sorry, man. I don't know if you're trying to get to me right now, but I'm in the middle of the show. Oh, we might have an appearance. Let me say bye. I think Jesse has an appearance, maybe. That might be why he's calling me. Oh, guys, what are we going to do, America? White people, stop being so weak, okay? No, don't worry about being called racist, okay? That's so nothing. That's so nothing. And the only reason you care is because you think the people that are around you, you think you need them. But if they're going to judge you for just saying the truth and being correct, let them. All right, America, see you. Take care, America. I'll see you tomorrow. American Anchor, baby. That was the show. Appreciate you tuning in. Let me say bye and take care, y'all. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow.